Ursula Carlson, Ray O'Leary, Guy Montgomery, Madeleine Sami, and Vaughan Smith as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, here's your host, Hayley Sproul.
Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Welcome to Have You Been Paying Attention's penultimate episode of our season. This is, of course, the show where I quiz 5 comedians on the week's events. Tonight, we'll be joined by our guest quiz masters, Fast and Furious star Vinnie Bennett, and later by rally driver Hayden Padden. But tuatahi nei, let's meet our contestants. Zooming in is Ursula Carlson, Ray O'Leary, Guy Montgomery, Madeleine Sami. And he went back for a third jab because he likes the way the needle feels. It's Vaughan Smith. No, mai hoki mai, everyone. Lovely to have you all on the show. Ray O'Leary, how are you, my friend?
Oh, Hayley, it's so good to see you. And might I say, your new place looks great. I'm so glad you moved. So glad you moved out of that dump you were in.
Thank you, Ray. Yeah, it's a bit swishier now. Ray, speaking of lockdowns, you have been doing some lockdown baking with your flatmates.
Yeah. We were trying to make a Swiss roll because I'm sort of nostalgic for them because my mum used to make them for me.
So here's what a Swiss roll is supposed to look like. Oh yeah, I remember them.
But I'm vegan, so we had to sort of do a vegan version. But we gave it a jolly good try.
Well, this is your jolly good try here. Have a look at your attempt there. That's severely missing some butter and eggs, mate.
Yeah, it's such a shame it turned out badly because it was meant to be like a big celebration, like we were having like a welcome home party because I've just been up in Northland.
Good to know. Travelling around. Well, good effort, Ray. Speaking of baking, Madeleine Sami, big week for us.
I know.
Bake Off started last night.
Yeah, we did a show. We got to do a show in real life and see each other in the same room.
I know, we were very lucky to get Bake Off all wrapped up before lockdown, and now you can watch it every Thursday. But not the only thing that you want to plug tonight. What else you got going on?
Oh, yeah. Quick, come in here, Lady Hawk.
Well, what if it... Oh,
Lee!
Oh, Lady Hawk!
That's Lady Hawk.
Wow.
That's Lady Hawk.
Hi, Lady Hawk.
Tell them about your,
I've got an album coming out. Hi. Hi, Mum.
Is your promotional budget a little bit lower than usual?
Yeah, it's a bit hard for her to get out and promo the thing. It's a great record. I've had the privilege of listening to it, so really good stuff.
Mads, how much does a CD cost these days?
I don't know. How much does a CD cost?
Well, I have the Lady Hawk album here. If anybody wants to pick up a copy, that's $5 per CD.
Oh, yeah.
So
Can you burn me a copy, Vaughan?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
She is not very happy.
Yeah, sorry about that, Lady Hawk.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, if Metallica couldn't stop Napster, there's no way Lady Hawk's stopping Vaughnster.
That was for you, Vaughan.
I love that. Oh, it's very early on in the show to have such a celebrity guest. My God, what else have we got on the show? Guy, I haven't even given you a chance to plug your nationwide tour.
Yeah, that's right. I've organised a nationwide comedy tour that has actually been cancelled.
So you asked for this plug slot. Why?
Well, while I can't make any of the dates, the Delta variant is filling in for me. So as you can see there, started up in Northland, recently performed in Waikato, and it should be in the Bay of Plenty, moving down the east coast of the North Island pretty soon.
Good numbers, actually. It's doing good numbers, that Delta variant.
But in other good news, I went to Guy's show and I videotaped it. I have Guy's comedy as well. Do you want a copy of this?
Oh, yeah, burn me a copy of that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, this has worked out well for everyone, guys, but it's time to dive into some news, so put your hands on your buzzers. Let's get into it. The Prime Minister had an exciting announcement on Monday.
We're amongst a small group of countries who are the first in the world to have made purchase arrangements for this drug.
What is the drug, Guy?
Well, if it's meth, Manu Vatuvai is going to be furious.
Ray?
No, it's diet meth, because the old meth was, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
It is not that, Madeleine.
No, isn't it a drug that it's like a drug that can help prevent some of the effects of COVID-19 if you get it?
Yes, indeed. The new pill from Merck that prevents hospitalisation and deaths in COVID patients. Very good. A big announcement for the nation's educators.
I would hope that teachers all around New Zealand see that this is essential.
What is essential, Madeleine?
Just like a rough understanding of NCEA. Just a rough understanding. No, they don't need it.
Sort of understand what it stands for. Ray,
Stealing your flatmate's identity and pretending to be a music teacher.
Great film, Madeleine.
No, it's the jab, isn't it? The mandatory jab.
Yeah, a mandatory vaccine for school workers, with teachers having to until the start of January to be fully vaccinated. The government has announced that tomorrow is Super Saturday. What does that mean, Guy?
Well, it's like a normal Saturday with a PR team behind it.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong there, actually, Guy. Ursula.
No, I know this because I'm part of the campaign. They're trying to get people to all get vaccinated and the vaccination centres stay open later.
Yeah, it's a massive nationwide vaccination drive with centres staying open into the evening. Get out there, get it done. The Christchurch Wizard isn't happy this week. Why? Ursula?
Because wizards aren't real and someone told them.
Shush. Ray?
No, his wife left him and took the lion in the wardrobe.
Not why he isn't happy this week. Guy?
No, it is kind of like Ursula's answer. The Christchurch City Council took him off the payroll.
They did. He's been on their payroll for the last 20 years, making people happy every single day, and they have removed him from the payroll. Maddie McLean was clearing things up on breakfast.
Let's just clarify, technically bats are not birds, they're land mammals.
Tackling the hard-hitting news here. What's that all about, Guy?
Sounds like Maddie's been having Kahlua with his Cocoa Pops.
Not quite the answer I need. Ray?
No, it doesn't explain anything. Like, why was he in Wuhan?
Yeah, not the question he's trying to answer here. Madeleine.
Look, we got a feel for the bats, okay? They've had some really bad publicity in the last couple of years, and now in New Zealand they're being entered into. There's two varieties that have been entered into the Bird of the Year competition, and old Maddie McLean is against it because they're not technically birds.
They're not technically birds, but they are indeed going to compete for Bird of the Year this year. Ray?
If it was up to me, the winner of the Bird of the Year would be first equal every woman in New Zealand.
A real gentleman, Ray. Don Brash and the Mongrel Mob. What is the link there, Guy?
They are both my celebrity hall pass.
Creepers, Vaughan?
Both love their leathers, Hayley, but for very different reasons.
Indeed, not the answer on my card here. Ursula?
He's kind of taking a different approach from his usual super racist, and he's backing them.
Yeah. He's come out in their defence, Mr. Don Brash, saying that they are not to blame for the COVID spread in Tāmaki Makaurau. Heading to the capital.
An unusual sight, even for Wellington. All of Jonathan Coppard's worldly possessions being peddled through the city.
What is going on there, Ursula?
I don't know, but that video clip smells like essential oils.
You're probably right there, actually. Ray?
The Tour de France is way off course.
Not the Tour de France we're looking at there. Guy?
Someone moved house using only bikes, and that's in the news.
It is indeed. Not a lot going on here in Aotearoa. Indeed, a man moved house using only bikes in Wellington with the help of other cyclists, although some of them would disagree with that term.
I don't call us cyclists. I call us people who ride bikes.
Ursula, your take on that?
I have to go headbutt a nail. I'll be right back.
Yeah. No, Ursula, we need you. Heading overseas, a Monday was an exciting day for many Aussies.
Well, it's a big day for our state, and to everyone across New South Wales, you've earned it.
Oh, earned what, Guy?
Well, New South Wales just turned 233 years old, and they're changing their name finally to South Wales.
Not the answer on the card. Mads?
Nah, fair dinkum. They're allowed to go down the bloody pub for a schooner. After all this bloody lockdown, they're like free. They've got some freedom.
Yes, indeed. It's what's called Freedom Day, with the state opening up to vaccinated citizens. Prince Charles had some worrying things to say.
It will be a disaster. I mean, it'll be catastrophic. It is already beginning to be catastrophic.
What will be catastrophic, Ray?
A mixed race baby.
Too late for that conversation, Charles. Mads?
That's very triggering for me, that answer, Ray, actually, being a mixed race baby myself. But no, this is to do with climate change, Hayley. He's worried about it, even though he was standing in a very lush-looking garden that's probably using up like millions of litres of water.
You've got enough info there. The effects of climate change can be catastrophic, he's saying. He's joining the calls for world leaders to do more. Guy?
I just think it's a relief that, we've finally got Prince Charles on the job. I'll sleep a lot easier tonight.
Yeah, same. All right, guys, it's time for a break. We'll be right back with our first guest, Quizmaster, actor Vinnie Bennett. Ako Akine.
Houses aren't just homes.
You can put your thumb in there and stuff it with something.
Sounds awful.
I'll tell you something.
There's a bloody possum in the place.
Flopping around. Almost kiss one. Nah.
You don't admit it. I don't know what else to do.
These guys just need to take a chill pill.
To try and infect others.
Do I feel good about that?
I hate you.
Welcome back to Have You Been Paying Attention? All right, my friends, it is the business of putting on a show. This is show business. Hands on buzzers. Madonna was stirring up controversy once again in an interview with Jimmy Fallon. What did she do? Guy?
Laughed at one of his jokes.
Ursula?
No, didn't she jump on the desk?
Let's take a look.
No, yeah, you get in good trouble.
Good trouble.
Yeah, you really do. No, why would you... Madonna? Stop it. Oh, my heavens. Stop it.
Wowee, there you go. Mads?
I mean, are you going to give that, Hayley? Because she didn't really jump so much as kind of slide with one leg.
Excuse me, when you get to her age, that is jumping.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I will give the points to you, Ursula. It's been an exciting week for musician Troy Kingi.
How does it feel, Troy?
It feels good.
What feels good? Ursula?
I know that it feels good vibe. It's when you buy wool undies, you don't think it's going to be good, but it's good.
Wool undies?
Wool undies. Oh, it's just right.
No, that is not what feels good, Guy.
No, he won 3 Waiata Awards.
He did. He won 3 awards at the Waiata Māori Music Awards. Best R&B album, Best Songwriter and Best Male Artist. Well done to our friend of the show. Ray?
Sorry, just how many Waiata Awards did Lady Hawk win?
I don't know, but there's quite a few arias and stuff here. I mean, do you want me to get them all out?
No, we don't. We believe she's a very accomplished musician.
She's a very accomplished, but she's just got them out. She just really wants to make me feel inadequate. You know what I mean?
Ray, it is not a competition between Troy and Lady Hawk. All right, moving along. Adele's first new song in 5 years came out today. What's it called, Guy?
It took a while, but I'm now dating your identical twin brother. I told you I would do it.
Not the name of the tune, Ray?
No, it's a response to Lord's solar power called Fossil Fuels Rule.
Not to the song she has released, Mads.
I believe, Hayley, it's called Easy on Me.
Easy on Me, indeed.
And it should be easy on the ears. As well.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got that on this one as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll grab one of those. Thanks, Vaughan. Yeah.
2 Celebrity Treasure Island cast members got in some serious trouble.
Before we climb into this challenge, we need to deal with something that happened last night.
Oh, what happened? Vaughan.
They had a meeting up the top of the hill. Chris Parker and Lance snuck up the hill, and that is against the rules. And if you want to see it, I've got a burnt copy of this week's episode of Treasure Island. Just hit me up on Instagram.
You are correct, Vaughan. Chris and Lance met up outside their camps off camera to strategise, which is, of course, against the rules. All right, team, it's time to welcome our first guest quizmaster. He's a new star of the Fast and Furious franchise. Kia ora, Vinnie Bennett. Vinnie, lovely to see you. Now, this is really exciting. You are in part of the massive franchise that is Fast and the Furious. You're playing a young Vin Diesel, Vinnie playing Vin. Tell us about what it was like preparing for that role.
It was a lot. The audition process was really intense. It took, maybe 3 months of just kind of sitting around and waiting to see if you had got through to the next round. But yeah, once I landed it, it was a great feeling. But then all of a sudden, there's like the feeling of pressure to have to kind of deliver on such a iconic role, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to do a Vin Diesel impersonation, but I can hear it already in your tone of voice.
You can hear it.
Yeah, do you reckon that's what kind of pipped you over the mark there?
I mean, if it wasn't the name, then it's surely the voice, right?
Indeed. Guy.
I noticed the 5th time I watched the movie that Vin Diesel spends a lot of his time on camera in Cuban heels. Did you get to stand next to him and sort of, admire his height and his, I don't know, just what's he like?
I can't believe you actually spotted the heels. He's quite a fair bit shorter than me. He's lovely. He's really cares about the franchise. He's been part of that thing for like 20 years.
He really cares.
Yeah.
Vaughan.
I've got Fast and Furious 9 here, Vinny, if you haven't seen it.
Is that a bootleg copy?
Well, you say bootleg, I say sort of more of a cost-efficient way of seeing Hollywood's latest blockbusters in a slightly blurry format, so I guess agree to disagree.
Hey, Vinny, before we dive into the questions, I was going to ask you, if you can, do you know anything about what's next for the franchise? I'm personally hoping for a Vin Diesel origin story for you.
I'm hoping for that too as well, but I think that they're going to wrap it up with 2 more. They're going to do a similar thing to the Avengers. They're going to make the final one kind of split into 2. I don't know if I'm going to be a part of that or not, but we will see.
We will be watching very closely, Vinny. Very excited to have you on the show as a real-life actor in Hollywood. Are you ready to ask our contestants our Hollywood questions?
I am ready, spaghetti.
Really? Oh, my God. Please tell me you didn't say that in front of Vin Diesel. I'm Vinny from Christchurch and I'm ready, spaghetti, to play you.
Listen, a man in Cuban heels likes to hear ready spaghetti, I reckon.
All right, Vinny, take it away, my friend.
Fantasy fans have been waiting for this. What are you looking at there?
Ray.
Oh, no, it's some boring nerd stuff. It's not for me. I'm Ray O'Leary. I'm cool. I like motorbikes.
Yeah, really believable sell there, Ray. Mads?
I believe I'm hyped for this. This is the trailer for the Game of Thrones spin-off House of the Dragon.
Absolutely correct. 10 points, Madeleine.
There you go. 10 points, Mads. Guy?
It's just a great format for naming a show, isn't it? Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, Car of Trees. Just chuck a couple of nouns in there.
You're not wrong there. Ursula?
I was going to say, this normally isn't my cup of tea, but whenever Vinny talks, it just really hits me somewhere.
It soothes you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A very deep, soothing voice there. All right, Vinny, take it away. Next question.
Will Smith has revealed the worst thing he's made in what he describes as a thorn in his side. What is it?
Ursula?
Is it his son?
No, it's not his son. Vaughan?
I was wild. How many wilds did it have? 2 wilds? Wild West.
Wild West.
Wild West.
Wiki Wild.
Wiki Wild West.
Vaughan, 10 points, my friend. Well done. It is Wild Wild West, which he revealed in an interview with GQ. Kristen Stewart was on the red carpet.
Even if everyone hated it, it would be okay because we really did just put everything we had into it.
Put everything into what?
Guy.
She's devised a stage challenge as part of tomorrow's Vaxathon.
I don't believe Kristen Stewart has done that. Madeleine.
It's about the film Spencer that she's made, where she plays Diana Spencer.
10 points, Madeleine. Well done. This looks like quite the squad.
We're the top agents from around the world. American, British, German, Colombian, Chinese.
What is that all about?
Ray.
And New Zealand.
I need a bit more info. Vaughan?
It's a film called... It's a bloody earthquake.
Oh, my God.
Look, I'm in a movie now too, Vinny. Help, earthquake. That was just me shaking a desk. Take that one to your Hollywood producers. That'll save them some money.
Do you have the answer, please?
It's a movie called The 355 or 355. It's an all-female spy squad.
That is correct. It is the trailer for the new action film 355.
Well done, Vaughan. You get 10 points. It's time for a break. But Vinnie, thank you so much for joining us. I would say you were neither too fast nor too furious.
Oh, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Haere rā, Vinnie.
Bye, Vinnie. Love you, babes.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone.
Kia ora anō e hoa mā. Well, get ready to eat some questionable food served lukewarm. We're taking a flight around the world. Starting out in Bosnia. Bit of a strange sight for you here. What is going on there, Vaughan?
Well, it's quite obvious, Hayley. That is a DJ's house because he is spinning house music.
Not quite the answer I need, but very well done there, Vaughnie. Mads?
I know, isn't it just a guy who built a house so that it would revolve so his wife could get all of the views, like a 360 view?
You are correct. The man built a rotating house so his wife could have different views whenever she desired. Here's a big show in North Korea. What are we looking at here, Ray?
Well, look, if they're dancing, things can't be that bad over there.
I think they've been made to dance, Ray. Guy?
Ray's not wrong. It is a celebratory dance. 76 years of the Working Party in charge, baby.
Yeah, indeed. The 76th anniversary of Working Party of Korea's rule. To southern Israel, where this sounds like an interesting project.
We're 6 people working in tight space under a lot of pressure to do a lot of tasks. There are bound to be challenges.
Ooh, what are they doing, Vaughan?
Celebrity Treasure Moon, Hayley. It's Israel weren't happy to just be on an island anymore. They've gone to a different planet.
I would do Celebrity Treasure Moon.
Oh, rate yourself. Rate yourself. You can't nominate yourself for Celebrity Treasure Moon.
Yes, you can.
You're not a big enough celebrity to go to the moon.
TVNZ, I would like to do Celebrity Treasure Moon. Okay. Guy.
No, they're pretending it's Mars or some shit.
I mean, it's essentially the answer. I just don't have on my card or some shit. But yes, they're simulating what it would be like to live on Mars for a month. Guy, I reluctantly pay you 10
Thank
points.
you.
Strange scenes in Thailand. What is going on there, Mads?
I believe that's the food court at the wet market in Wuhan.
Not quite a wet market, Ray?
No, that's Poseidon picking up a pad thai.
I don't believe he is there. Vaughan?
No, this restaurant's sort of like beachside and there was floods and everyone was like, this is neat.
Yeah.
And stayed in the floods.
Yeah, indeed. So the restaurant Chaupraya Antique Cafe, which has become a dining hotspot after being hit by floods. This was a huge event in New York.
From last year to this year, it's like, it's a relief. It's a relief to be around all these people.
What is he talking about, Vaughan?
That's the bat that's entering Bird of the Year. He's stoked to be back out in public and be accepted.
He's a big boy. That is not Bird of the Year entry bat. Ray?
No, that's the positive case visiting Northland.
Oh, we certainly hope not. Not with that mask on. Madeleine?
I believe, Hayley, this is a person cosplaying as some sort of winged individual at Comic-Con, which has been canned for the last couple of years. We got Comic-Con back.
We got Comic-Con back, baby. Yep, back for the first time since the start of the COVID pandemic. Points are yours. All right, my friends, it's time now for an individual challenge. Now, with online shopping once again booming and causing courier delays nationwide, we thought we'd cash out with my favourite game, Buy Now. Now, you all know how this works. I'm going to give you a buy now price, and it's your job to tell me which of 2 Trade Me auctions it belongs to. We're going to start with you, Guy Montgomery.
Oh, good choice.
Guy, your buy now price is $5,000. Will that get you an unopened first edition set of cloth-bound Harry Potter books from the UK, or a house in Hamilton, ready for removal? It's 2 stories, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, removal and relocation at the buyer's expense. What do you think? Expecto Patronum or be a Hamiltonian?
They're both absurd, isn't it? $5,000 for a box of books is too much money.
Yeah.
And $5,000 for a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house is not enough money. And so you can see what a challenging position this puts me in.
I see, that's why it's a game.
Well, I say the books.
The books for $5,000? No, it is the house.
Oh, fuck off!
That massive house for $5,000. The books are a cool $2,800.
Holy.
Wow. All right, Mads, your turn now.
Oh.
Your buy now price is $300. Will that get you an authenticated signed picture of Kate Winslet from the movie Titanic, or this Nixon watch that has a built-in voice recorder and is called The Dictator? What do you think, Mads? A photo of the girl from the film about a ship, or a watch that can record your funniest quips?
I'm going to go the picture of Kate Winslet, because hello, she's such a babe.
It's signed, and as you see next to it, authenticated as well.
Authenticated? How do they do that?
I don't know, they ring her up and be like, did you do this?
She goes, yeah, I did actually. I don't know if she talks like that.
All right, let's find out if she is correct. She is incorrect. It is the watch for $300. The picture of Kate is $350. We gave you a hard one there, Mads.
I'm sorry.
All right, Ray, coming over to your house now. Your buy now price is $10.
Oh, within my price range?
Indeed. Will that get you a used lady shaver, which is in good condition and can be picked up from Waikanae, or an olive with a star on the side? A very rare find, as it has a star hole on the side, not where it typically is on the bottom. What do you think? Removing your hairs at the root, or choosing this cool pitted fruit?
I mean, if the olives are $10 a pop, I can understand why Subway is so sparing with them.
Well, this is a special one.
Now, the used lady shaver, so is that a lady shaver that's used, or is it a shaver for used ladies?
It is a lady shaver that has been used.
I just can't imagine anyone pricing an olive that high. It's insane to me. I think it has to be the shaver for $10.
Surely it should be. Is he correct? Yes, he is. Yes. 10 points to you.
Right.
That shaver is $10. That olive is going for $25,000 if you really want it. Supposedly being donated to an unnamed charity at this point. All right, Vaughn, Big Daddy, coming to your house now. Your buy now price is $80. Will that pick you up a pair of Converse high tops with flames on the side, size US 5, or a winged metal harness for your pet lizard? Give your dragon the wings it always wanted. What do you think, Vaughn? Showing off your feet in style, or getting a treat for your reptile?
Size 5, that's tiny feet, right?
That's petite little feet.
That's children's feet. Surely that would be the cost of brand new children's shoes. And these were second-hand, weren't they, as you mentioned?
Yeah.
I love the idea of having wings for your lizard thing. And that's a bit more of a rarer item, maybe personally engineered. So I think I'm going to go with the wings for the lizard.
Let's see if he's correct.
No.
Sorry, Vaughnie.
He's not.
It's the shoes. That cute little harness is a mere $20. All right, Ursula Carson, we're going to end with you. Your buy now price is $749.90. Will that get you the Springboks 1994 tour jersey, extremely rare with only 200 ever made?
Oh.
Or this collection of 3,500 empty beer cans. They are used to adorn the walls of the boardroom of the seller's business, but are selling as they cannot fit them in their house. What do you think? The jersey worn by rugby hunks, or the rubbish remaining from getting drunks?
I know someone who will take all of those cans. It's called the big bin outside. It's chuck them in the recycling, mate. That's what we all do.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to go for that Springbok jersey because it's almost underpriced for it. you know, was one of those epic tours that led up to the 95 World Cup, and we won fair and square, no poisonings. So I'm going to go for the rugby jersey.
All right, let's find out if she's correct. Which, of course, she is. That
Another win for South Africa. Thank you.
Indeed. That jersey is $749.90. Those beer cans are $3,500, so $1 a can. My friends, it's time for a break, but we'll be right back with our guest quiz master, Hayden Padden, Akuakine.
The Silver Ferns have made a winning start to their series against the undefeated Gypsy King.
So I think at this stage we do need to
Sniff alcohol in the air.
The 2021 Nobel Peace Prize
was run off the road by
a former World War II codebreaker, forcing thousands of residents to flee their homes, staring at one another.
and they're making people nervous.
I knew from the get-go.
They're a bunch of boring bureaucrats who have no imagination.
Team, it's time to welcome our next guest quizmaster. He's won the New Zealand Rally Championships 5 times, including this very year. Kia ora, Hayden Padden.
Yeah, how are you?
Very good. Welcome to the show, Hayden.
Thanks for having me.
Probably the fastest guest we've had on the show, no doubt. Now, you have won the New Zealand Rally Championships 5 times, including this year. What does it take to be that good, to be the best?
Oh, I don't know if the best is the right word. You're always trying to be better. You know, I've been doing it all my life, and it's my happy spot when you put the helmet on and get into the car. You're just a world away from the world, and just love what I'm doing. You know, love driving cars fast, and as long as I keep loving it, then everything else should happen naturally.
Absolutely. Ray?
Sorry, Hayden, this is embarrassing because, you're a professional driver, but I'm actually currently sitting my learner's license. Like, I was just wondering, like how close can you park your vehicle to the approach side of a pedestrian crossing when there are no broken yellow lines have been marked? Like, would you say like A, 10 metres, B, 6 metres, C, 3 metres?
I'd go D, all of the above, because I'm from Cromwell and we don't park down here. We just rock on straight in.
Ray, please don't put D, all of the above. He's led you astray there.
Well, it's not. Well, it doesn't matter because I got the rest wrong so far as well. So.
Okay, you're not getting your licence anytime soon. Now, a bit of disappointing news for you, Hayden. Of course, the biggest rally event in the country, the Battle of Jack Ridge, has been postponed because of COVID. How do you keep match fit when you keep getting delayed like this? Is that you sort of hooning past my house in Avondale at 11 p.m? I hear you.
No, of course not. I can't say that publicly, but no, well, luckily we're here in the South Island anyway. We've got a lot of events on still, and we've just got to keep driving as much as we can. And luckily we've got our first event with our EV rally car coming up next week, actually, which will be a worldwide debut. So we've still got a few things going on down here.
Is it slower?
No, it's faster, actually. Doesn't quite make the same amount of noise, but it's certainly faster and a lot more exciting.
That would be a little bit of an anticlimax, wouldn't it? Just going... There's no noise.
I reckon a good gauge is if we get Vaughan across again in the car, and then he can be the real tester if it's any good or not.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. Vaughan, you've actually been a passenger in one of Hayden's cars before.
I have been, yeah. It was awesome. I got invited up to a forestry track up north. Could not say no, and had a hell of a time.
I tell you what, you look a little bit different today because you certainly got a bit more colour in your face than what you did that day.
Well, let's have a look how you fared there, Vaughan. How was he as a passenger, Hayden?
He didn't say much. I was waiting for the pace note calls, but no, I think he enjoyed it. Not too much screaming, but no, it was cool to have him. Cool to have you up there for that day, Vaughan.
It looked like for a second you were texting there, Vaughan.
Yeah, I was just making sure my life insurance was up to date. I had an email about it somewhere, so I was just checking. And again, apologies for how many race suits I went through. That could happen to anybody, I think.
Replacing the seat afterwards, the more expensive bit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Hayden, it's so amazing to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants our sports questions?
Yep, let's get into it.
All right, contestants, rev your engines and check your blind spots. This is sport. Hayden, my friend, take it away. First question.
Right. So what did the All Whites do on Sunday morning for the first time in 2 years?
Ursula.
Did they burn a cross in someone's front lawn?
Different All Whites, babe. Different All Whites. Yeah, Mads.
They won a match. It was their first World Cup qualifier, and they beat Curaçao 2-1.
Absolutely right. I'm glad you got that right, and you could pronounce that name because I couldn't. So 10 points.
Guy?
Oh, I was just going to say, go the boys. And also, Hayden, if you'd sooner give those points to me instead of Mads, I'm very happy to take them off your hands.
I didn't realise that's how the game works. So, but yeah, note taken.
Yeah, note not taken, actually. Guy, behave yourself. Next question, Hayden.
Right. Waikato rugby player Victoria Edmonds is excited.
Oh, on top of the world. It's been 10 years coming and yeah!
What happened here?
Ray?
She found the crucial piece of evidence in the Bain family murders.
I don't reckon that's what she's been spending her time doing there. Guy?
The Waikato women's rugby team won the Farah Palmer Cup, and it's their first, I believe, win, provincial tournament win.
Bang on. Easy to give you 10 points when you get the correct answer.
There you go. That's how you, thank you, Guy. That's how you get the
A little
point.
passive aggressive, but there you go.
I like it. Hayden, keep it up.
Over to Andorra, and this made the headlines.
First choice players and maybe some of the younger players who've not featured quite so much. We're just going to pan across there, Joe, because this is quite a big incident that's happening live that's just been pointed out to me.
What's going on there?
Guy?
It looks like the tradie who worked on the Sky City Convention Centre's got a new job in Andorra.
Ursula.
A fire broke out at the stadium the day before they had to play their qualifying match against England.
Yes, correct. Luckily, no one was hurt, but correct. 10 points.
Next question, Hayden.
So Tyson Fury had some fighting words in the weekend.
His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate you, Dosser. I can't wait for Saturday night. I'm going to really severely damage him. I'll send him home butchered.
Far out.
Who is he talking about?
Guy?
Hopefully he's talking about the guy he's about to box.
Do you know his name?
No.
I'll slide in and take Guy's points if you don't mind.
Yeah, Ursula, we'll throw to you.
Is it Deontay Wilder?
Yes, that's correct. Deontay Wilder, who was knocked out in the trilogy final to retain his WBC title.
All right, Hayden, final question, please.
Kiwi driver Liam Lawson wasn't happy.
Yeah, right now, just thinking about today and getting over what we went through this weekend.
What happened?
What happened, Guy?
Bought a dud bag of pingers.
Don't believe that's what he's chatting to the news about. Mads?
He was in a race and there was some dirty tactics and it meant that he didn't win and it would have been like the youngest winner of that race or something.
Yes, that's correct, Mads. An opposing driver had dirty tactics, meant he just missed out on becoming the youngest person to ever win the German Touring Car Championship.
Just when you think you can trust the Germans.
All right, guys, it's time for a break, but when we come back, our winner will be crowned. Hayden, thank you so much for joining us. Hyde it up.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
All right, Hayden, see you on the streets, brother.
To bring it on home with a round of Rapid Recall. All right, contestants, hands on buzzers, start that clock now. New music by Beethoven has been released this week. I've been waiting for that album to drop. What is it, Guy?
Classical, probably.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. I need a little bit more info, Ray.
It's an unfortunately timed collaboration with R. Kelly.
Not a collab, it's just him, Ursh.
No, it's an unfinished piece of music that they just finished using AI.
Indeed, it was his unfinished 10th symphony, which has been completed using AI technology. 10 points, Ursula. This man, Gary F. Post, has been in the headlines. Why? Guy?
He's Michael J. Fox's dad.
I don't believe he's Michael J. Fox's dad. No. Vaughn?
That man is the Zodiac Killer.
Alleged, yeah. A group known as the Case Breakers believe they have evidence he is the infamous Zodiac Killer.
Michael J. Fox's dad is the Zodiac Killer?
To Timaru, and what are we looking at here? Ray?
That's a priest losing his faith because no loving God would create pugs.
not the answer I need, Mads.
This is what the Conservatives warned us about if the gays got married.
No, those pups aren't getting married there. Vaughan?
I believe it's some sort of animal blessing day, and the priest is blessing these pugs with a quick death rather than a slow suffocating one.
I see we're all on the same page here on pugs. But yes, that's Nod and Wink being blessed during the blessing of the animals at St Mary's Anglican Church. Jacinda Ardern has confirmed she is still planning to do what this summer? Ursula?
Bombs off the wharf.
Probably she's going to do that. Not what I'm talking about here, Mads.
Clark.
Yeah, but specifically on one day, maybe, sure.
Get married to him and then still do him.
You snuck in there, Mads. Yes, she's going to still get married despite the COVID outbreak getting in the way of planning the event. A Dunedin organisation that trains sniffer dogs has begun training them to sniff out what? Mads?
Insincerity.
Not doing that. Guy.
No, they're going to sniff out COVID-19.
They are indeed. Lucky them, Ray.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, they're only one use because, they find it, they catch COVID, and then they lose their sense of smell.
Single-use pups. An historic moment for medical science. The World Health Organization has backed the first vaccine for what? Vaughan.
Anti-vaxxers.
Don't quite know how that will work, mate. Mads.
Insincerity.
It's not insincerity
I just
either.
don't like insincere people.
Guy?
It's for malaria.
It is. It could save tens of thousands of children's lives a year. Prince Andrew has had some rare good news. What is it? Guy?
We still have to refer to him as alleged sex offender Prince Andrew.
I believe that is correct, but not the good news I'm talking about, Ray.
He keeps getting older and high school students stay the same age.
Oh, my God. Not the answer on the card. Vaughnie.
While I believe the American police would still like to speak to Prince Andrew, the British Metropolitan Police have ceased investigation.
They've dropped their investigation into him. Andrew Lloyd Webber has revealed the movie adaptation of his musical Cats led him to buy what? Ray?
The rights to turn it into a stage musical.
Not quite the info I need here, Mads.
I believe he bought a dog, didn't he? Like an emotional support dog to deal with how terrible the film version of his play was.
It sounds like a joke, but you're right, Mads. He was so emotionally damaged that he needed a therapy dog after seeing it. A high-ranking defector from North Korea revealed Kim Jong-il did what to earn money for the country? Vaughan.
OnlyFans.
I'd describe it a pure curiosity. Ursula?
Was he selling meth? He started a few meth labs.
What? He built crystal meth labs and sold the illegal drug. To Taranaki, where police will reimburse $47,000 worth of speeding fines. Why? Vaughnie.
Can't be fucked with the paperwork, Hayley.
Yeah, it's a lot of paperwork. I don't blame them. No, not the answer, Madeleine.
They were given to ambulances.
Terrible if it was. Vaughan?
There was a little stretch of road that the police thought was a 50 or 60k an hour, but it was actually still a 100k zone.
Yes, indeed. They were issued for a section of road they believed was a 50k zone, but it was still 100k's. Our very own Orange Man was sporting a new look this week to celebrate what? Ray?
He's quitting drinking after his liver failed and made his skin look like that.
Not why he is so orange. Mads?
No, isn't it something about celebrating 25 years of MMP and cosplaying as Wool from Foot Rot Flats, maybe?
Word for word, Madeleine. Sami, I'll give you 10 hot points for that. A new record has just been set in Antarctica. That sound brings us to the end of the show. Let's check the final leaderboard. And our winner tonight is... It's my girl, Madeleine Sami!
Oh, yes! I needed that!
Congratulations to our winner and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. We'll leave you with this reminder of the need to pay attention when releasing a pigeon back into the wild.
1, 2, 3.
Next week it is the final episode of our season and Vaughan and Ursula will be taking on Bree Thomasell, Josh Thompson and Chris Parker. We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you, Guy.
See you, Vaughan.
Bye, Guy.
Bye, man.
Bye, Ray.